Who's
That's
doing?
okay.
Who's doing it? Who is it gonna be?
That would be me.
All right, go.
So last time on the Dark Sermon, we finished our training at Ozen Chapel before we set off to the mansion of our liege lord, Panko Lamoon in Dark Lake. We have been granted the home of the late doctor within the estate, from which to base our operations to reobtain the bell for the Church of Metheria. We have settled in for our first night, and now our first visitor comes knocking for Micha'el. And off to you.
Okay. Inspiration for you. Give me a say. I'm fixing everything still.
Ah,
Oh my god.
very good.
These
Whoa,
talkies.
too fast.
These talkies just don't listen to me. Like it's just. I'm just gonna lose my mind.
You know, I noticed that, like, especially for, like, Luke's
Yeah, they
yesterday, it was constantly switching
Yeah, just
between Marlowe and
It's
Dante.
because of the muting.
yeah. There's a mute thing. Yeah, it's they have mute images now, which I guess is kind of cool because I could get like extra talkies made for you guys muted, but it's like it like I have to change them too, and it's just
It defaults to the other character if you're muted. If you don't have another character though, it defaults to a mute symbol, which is nice.
Big mute symbol.
But then you get Crow's talkies and my talkies, and they're done in different formats, and so
and then everyone dies.
yeah.
Oh, it gets generated. They kept swapping me from did it again from the bunny to the orc. I'm now the bunny.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
Amazing.
That's okay. I just Micha'el just randomly transforms into a 6'4" rabbit. Thorne.
Apostasy.
Apostasy.
No, this is cute. This is blessed.
No. That's a jackalope.
Yeah.
It's not even a bunny, it's a jackalope.
Oh no.
Nothing wrong with being a jackalope.
They're evil. Burn them.
How many jackalopes have you met?
I mean, I've seen two.
Enough
You've
to know
seen
they're
two.
evil.
They don't exist.
Yeah.
Kill them.
They're native to Oklahoma.
And Wyoming.
No.
And
they're
Colorado.
taxidermy.
They're all over the place.
They don't exist.
Reevee, are you trying to tell me that because you've seen taxidermied jackalopes that they don't exist? What about deer? Do
No.
they not exist either?
Hey, this
That's
sounds like a
not
great
the reasoning.
This sounds like a great conversation. Shut up.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway.
My lonely prison wall.
Time for logic.
Okay. Here we go. The man in black enters the room alongside you, Micha'el, and stands before you like a veil of shadow at the very edge of the light. Make me a perception check.
Hell yeah.
You notice that he is wearing a suit of strange tailor and make. He wears upon his head a black hat wreathed in a veil of shadows. And on the side of his hip, there is a white hat, shining like a single candle in the wake of darkness. As you investigate him and you settle into the next room, the man in black speaks to you. I'd like to apologize for causing a problem between you and your comrades. It is not my intention in order to cause such array, but know that what we have to speak of is between the ears of the faithful.
There's no problem. And I understand.
He'll wait a moment, and then he'll state, you have sinned against Farryn. You have taken the life of innocence, and I have felt the guilt within your heart. A vision has been sent to me as a representative of both of those that wield the crows. There is much yet that you do not understand. This place has suppressed it from you. So I shall inform you on what it is that you are to do next, and what is to be expected.
Please do. And what do you mean, both who wield the crows?
All will be explained soon enough, my friend.
Fair
First,
enough.
First, we shall undo with the veil of ignorance that surrounds you. I am the man in black, and I serve two gods, deities, entities that represent two, oftentimes, warring factions. That of obligation and that of forgiveness. The mark that you bear around your aura, the one that you have given yourself to, is known as Farryn, the Crow Father, Lord of redemption and forgiveness. I also serve his counterpart, Babylon, Prince of Darkness. An evil presence that you upon this continent have not even felt, or are not even aware of. I shall be as forthright as I can be. You have killed a servant of Farryn. This sin you must pay for. However, Lord Babylon would see you killed, would see you tortured, would see you pay a terrible price for the killing of such innocents. But I am not here only on his behest. For the man you killed was a servant of Farryn, and the Lord of Forgiveness has a plan for you. A plan that I am here to explain and to act as executor of. Make no mistake, Micha'el Grace. Though you may be born of this continent, your soul is now intertwined with those courts of the gods that you don't need even understand nor know to exist. But your task is simple. You seek forgiveness, redemption. You shall have it after you have performed equal tasks. You have within your heart a zealotous fire, one led to you by this Mythos. You have killed those that do not believe the way that you do, damned them, burned them, saw them, felt a great suffering and pain before their deaths. I am not here to judge your actions of the past, but what you will do from this point forward. Just as you seek to be forgiven, you too must forgive, despite its consequences. If you wish to be forgiven,
I do wish to be forgiven.
good. Through the concourse of your service to this Mytharian church, you will be happened upon by many that are innocent, save for the fact that they exist. Your blade will be called to kill them, destroy them, ruin them. But your cause will instead be to forgive them, and to see that they come to forgiveness. Your cost is simple. The ley lines of this place denote the numerology of 5. Therefore, you must provide 5 souls saved from the wrath of your absent goddess. 5. That is the cost that Farryn demands. Oh, I should say that Babylon demands.
So I shall save 5 souls from the blade of me or the church I used to call home. Is that just what he requires?
Yes. 5 souls spared from the wrath of this church in which you serve.
If I could be forgiven, it is too within my power to forgive others. For if not, that is hypocrisy, and I was forgiven for what? It shall be done.
We shall see. I will act as executor of this. Once you have saved a soul from wrath, pray to Farryn, and I shall appear before you, and I shall judge whether or not you have done so. Please keep in mind, Farryn is understanding and wishes to forgive you. Babylon is not. I serve both. It will not be by the spirit of the law that you will be upheld to this forgiveness, but by its literal interpretation. Forgiveness given to a dead man is worthless. Forgiveness given to those that your compatriots kill is worthless. You must actually save them. Do you understand?
I understand.
He'll nod. Good. As to the rest of your mission, it is irrelevant to Farryn and to Babylon. However, I have one piece of advice. You find yourself adrift in a sea of deictic proportions. Your soul is troubled, that much I can see. You have not yet forgiven yourself. And as he says this, his hand will rest on the white hat. When that day comes, I shall change my hat, and we will talk of different things. But for now, your sins must be repaid by effort and will. This is your charge. Do you have any questions?
Is there anything you can tell me that could help me on this mission if I'm on with my friends?
You must learn to navigate the swelling tide of zealotry and understand what it is, what fervency is, where that commitment lies, and ultimately how to achieve your goals without the sword. The sword is easy and absolute. Words change, shift, like shadows beneath the moon. You must learn to master them if you have any hope of achieving your redemption. There is one other thing. Babylon is not so forgiving as Farryn. He has allotted you 1 year's time. On the anniversary of my visit, I shall come to you again. And if you have not achieved these souls, then I shall
take mine.
Correct. With that, he will light up a cigarette in the darkness, and for a brief moment you can see that the man in black's face is a twisted, sort of gnarled-looking skin, as if he is burned on one side and healthy on the other.
I have one more question for you. The armor that I found in the village that had Farryn's markings of it. It was old. Do you know who the previous wearer was? The armor, he would have put on the armor before leaving the room, because he wouldn't know what to do, so he's wearing it right now. So I changed the art above board, but, what can you tell me about this armor? Who wore it before me? Where it came from?
I could tell you that it was a man just like you. Perhaps, if you prove yourself worthy, it may reveal itself to you.
Fair enough. For this charge I shall pay. If not, I pay with my life.
Good. Then it seems you understand. And our business is concluded. He'll take a long drag from his cigarette. He'll blow a ring of smoke around him. Good luck to you, Micha'el Grace. I hope you find redemption. And in the smoke, he will disappear into the darkness.
What does he mean? I haven't forgiven myself yet. I feel like I have. What does he know that I do not? I don't know. There must be something more at play that he knows that I do not. Maybe something in my subconscious.
Hold there. Also, you don't know what a subconscious is.
Oh, okay. Maybe something within.
There you
That
go. Hold there. What are you doing, knife ears?
Well, sitting here, keeping my post, writing in my diary.
You listening?
Well, maybe. I mean, it didn't work so well last time. But I'd like to roll for it anyway.
Sure.
Let's go.
What do I roll?
Perception.
Perception. Jack of all trades makes that advantage.
Not bad.
they're good enough to hear through a closed door.
I don't know.
Not a soundproof door, it's just
You
regular wood.
You definitely heard Micha'el talking to someone. And it seemed that he had reverence for them. But you couldn't quite make out the words.
Okay.
Continue, Micha'el.
Something within is still stuck. Maybe I can find out through my travels. And he will open the door. Hello, Farryn.
Yes, Micha'el? Where did you leave your friend?
He left on his own.
I have been through that entire room. Might I ask how he left? I did
Honestly,
not see him leave through this hallway.
Through a ring of smoke. That's all I can tell you. That's all I know.
How odd. Might we have a small conversation before you go back to bed?
I was woken up twice now by that man and Ginny, but sure.
Considering you're still awake, it shouldn't be too much hassle, no?
I'd guess not.
Let's discuss in the other room.
The room of secrets.
Yes, the room of secrets.
Wait, you want to go to the other room to have this discussion?
The room of revelations, yes.
The Book of Revelations. Ah, yes.
I'm gonna
good.
need to get an exorcist into this room.
She's going to check while she's in here, just passively, for magic exposure.
Oh yeah. A little tiny bit dissipating in the center
Ring
of
of
the room.
smoke, indeed. Okay. So, she's going to stand there, all 5 feet of her. Look
I
up
will look
at
down upon you.
you. As captain, I feel it is important enough for me to know how precisely endangered our current mission is. When I met the man at the door, he knew of our identities, and, in fact, that we were on a mission, which no one here should have. But he also said he was not necessarily under the employ that we are.
He isn't. And our mission is not compromised. He cares somewhat about, not us being found. That's why he told me he'd rather speak with me inside and not outside. Our mission is not compromised. He
But
wanted to
is-
speak with me.
Yes. And for that, I respect his endeavors at privacy, but he is still at large, and he knows of our quest, which could put us at danger if he were ever found out. How likely is that chance of him being found out, do you think?
I don't think it's very likely at all. We're safe, Farryn. It is all okay. Our journey ahead is going to be very difficult, and we were not exposed by the visitor for me that I more or less called to him. And he, about something personal, he showed up.
So, for my records, in case I have to make a report of some type, how shall I say you knew this individual?
Why would you need to make a report? And for to who? It's not mission critical, it's something personal.
Everything is critical. There is, perhaps, not as much privacy working for the church as you would like to think. In case it ever does come to light, in case we ever are compromised, this is something that would need to be noted. I won't just make a report willy-nilly.
Did you make a report of what happened with the letter?
What
You guys
letter?
don't know about the letter.
Oh, I don't know about the letter. Did you make
Nobody
a...
knows. Only Ginny.
I thought you said there was a letter. Did you make a report of what happened at the fireplace?
I
The
made as
altar?
decent a report as I could. At the altar, yes. The fact that I was possessed and then it was cleansed by Inquisitor Cast. I made a report about what happened at the tavern. I made a report about what happened back when I first met you. I am expected to report back, you realize. I am a captain.
So, I was not there what happened at the fireplace altar. Can you tell me what happened? I wasn't there. And I was more or less zoned out when you guys were talking about it.
Distracted, not zoned out.
Distracted.
You
Groovy,
really
dude.
should work on your focus. It is going to be quite imperative for you to be mentally engaged, I suppose, if you're going to be listening for any sort of information on this quest. But the basics are, I noticed some strange magics in the area, and I followed them to the bedroom, where they were above Genevieve's bed, and as I followed them there, I saw visions in my mind. Realizing that I had been compromised, I went to the altar to try and cleanse them, but it appears that they had taken a deeper root than I first expected, and it caused the problems you saw.
What will he gain from an 11 insight, Arcadum?
So you'll okay. Sorry, sorry. I'm eating on the side while you guys are doing this. So checks don't work against players unless they let them.
Okay.
None of what she said she considers a lie. It's all true. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
She's just leaving out details. But
Yeah.
Mm,
If
all
it
true.
if it comes to something hard like that, then I'll sometimes make people roll. But generally speaking,
Okay.
your social checks don't work on each other because you literally role play with each other.
Roger. Well, that also answered another question I had, but okay. Solid.
So in this case, because you have meta knowledge,
which I'm trying not to use, which I forgot what it was in there for.
So far, I would say that she has been deceptive, even if she hasn't outright lied. So I think you should roll, Essy.
Okay.
You feel that there's more to the captain than she lets on. That for someone that is so administrative, there is certainly a hesitance to her as she speaks to you, but you have no idea what it could be of. It could be maybe she's not confident in her words. You have no reason to believe that your captain would lie to you, but there is certainly a crack in her confidence. And do with that as you will. Continue.
Okay. He will make a weird face as he after she finishes explaining that to him. Sounds good enough to me. He is a friend. That's who he is. He is the man in black, a friend of mine. For now.
Are all your friendships so short-lived, or perhaps on tenuous terms? For now sounds very ominous.
And it's indicative to my friendships of my brothers in the Waste. We were friends one day, and they were dead the next.
Ah, so it's the uncertainty of what comes in the future.
Sort
That's
of.
understandable. Very well, I shall make a note that he is a friend, and hopefully it shall never be a cause that needs to be reported. Hopefully everything will go well and we'll complete our quest with flying colors, as it were.
Any other questions or inquisitive thoughts, Farryn, or may I return to sleep?
I suppose I should ask, who's on second watch?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's me. I think...
I'm third.
Second watch is done anyway. Go wake up somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh. If it's morning watch, then it's me.
It's not morning watch. There's 4 watches in a day.
There's no second watch, I don't believe, but I'll take it if you want me to.
No.
Pick
You
somebody.
should get some sleep.
Just pick me. It's fun.
Okay. No. Get some sleep. I think you've answered my questions. For now, anyway. She winks, trying to put a playful spin on the for now uncertainty.
Don't wink. It's not you.
Ah.
I think now's a good time to talk about social roles a little bit. Because it doesn't come up a lot, but this next adventure is going to be heavy in the social. So, this also might give people some guidance. Generally speaking, so hold on. I'm sorry. God. Oh fuck, I meant to mute for that. Sorry. Well, anyway, that guy's going to make more comments now. So here's the thing. Social checks work like this. Players do not have the capacity to social check each other unless the players agree to the terms of it. Like, if somebody's going to lie to them, then they have to, determine how they could detect that, or see that they're upset, or try and scare them, things like that. Now, the reason I do that is so that players can't use their social skill checks to mind control over the players. Because I've had that happen before. So to just avoid that risk completely, I employed that rule that players can agree to allow them to affect each other. And the only time I step in is if there's an incredibly extreme thing happening, like a direct lie, or, there are times when I step in with roles, but I generally don't interfere with player-on-player interaction. It is up them to roleplay with each other fairly and consciously of each other's abilities. Now, that being said, when it comes to social checking NPCs, generally speaking, what you roleplay is what you get, but if you want to employ a check, you can, which will add potency to what you're saying. You can also use checks like Insight if you suspect that someone is lying to you, and I'll oftentimes, when I'm roleplaying as the character, leave clues in their natural movements And sometimes I'll just ask for an insight check, like if it's a very critical point that you need to have a chance at rolling at, to make sure that you don't miss those cues, because not everybody can read them to the same level or degree. But generally speaking, that's how it works. If you want to, like, let's use intimidation for an example. If you want to intimidate a shopkeeper by saying you'll fucking kill him if he doesn't lower the price, that's intimidating. But if you want to add it to the roll, if you want to add a roll's potency to have a mechanical effect of forcing the issue, you can. I judge what you say and what you roll to determine character response. And keep in mind that some characters respond to different social checks differently dependent upon themselves. Like some characters, if you use intimidation on them, even if you're successful and scare them, are not going to kowtow to you. They may just attack you. Keep that stuff in mind.
Question for you. So that would take like my voice of reason. I would need to ask other players before I just invoked it.
Correct. If you try to use it on them.
Cool.
Well, that's a little different because you're using a feature. I'm saying base social checks don't operate on other players unless they agree to it. And then you guys work out terms with yourselves.
Okay. So how would, say for example, how would you rule if I was having an RP session with somebody and then just wanted to invoke voice of reason?
If that somebody is a player, it depends.
Okay.
And do you mean voice of guidance?
Voice? Well, yeah, voice of guidance or a reason. One of them. One of the voices.
So that's just advantage to a roll. That's all that is.
Okay.
So if you're talking to another person, and it's of the prerequisite conversation, then you just get advantage onto that. If you're talking to a player, your rolls don't have advantage because you're not rolling, unless they agree to it. And the only time that that's an exception is if I need to step in for whatever reason. Like on hard lies or other such contentions.
Things that go out of character, stuff like that.
Yeah, generally speaking, you don't make checks against each other because you just listen, like you just interact with each other. Like, it's like if you met somebody in real life, right? Do you think they're lying to you? It'd be up to your own intuition, which is represented by your character's role. But in the case of players, that's purely on the player side unless they agree to rules. And the reason I do that is because if I don't, people can force control other characters.
Also, the main reason we roll that kind of thing against NPCs is because all the NPCs are played by Arcadum,
which knows everything. So I have to make sure that I have a role separation for those cases and those effects. But anyway, I hope that has given you some insight on how things go down. Social checks are very valuable, and there's a reason why a whole pillar of play is dedicated to it. So, but that is how they work. And also, the third thing, there are also sometimes there are forms of social combat, for lack of a better word, which usually take place in wherever court is being held. And when I say court, I don't mean necessarily a king's court. It's when you're in basically like an amphitheater of sorts, in which social wills is the battle, right? So this would be like in a king's court trying to convince the king to do something or convince the nobles. That would be considered one of those things. Or a religious debate against another priest could end up being one of these social combat encounters. And generally speaking, if we get to those rules, it's because there's a lot of shit that we're talking about and it needs rule structure for rolls.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds cool.
Yeah, but that's basically the equivalent of a social boss fight. So
yeah.
Anyway.
So if you want to convert Ginny, you got to do it yourself.
Anyway, there you go, guys.
All right.
Who are you waking up?
When my shift is over, I will go, and having completely forgotten the order that we were all waking up in, I'll just go wake up Gideon. It's been a long night. Are you on the top bunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
I'll
course he
kind of
is.
halfway climb the ladder and shake.
What? What is?
I'm heading off to bed. It is your time for watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right. Have a good night.
Shake, senora, shake your body right.
Oh my gosh.
Good night, Miss Farryn.
Oh, the fuck to sleep.
They call me Cuban Pete. Sorry.
My feet.
When I shake my maracas, they go jig jiggy boo, jig jiggy boo.
Boom, jiggy, jiggy, boom.
He's the hottest guy. Sorry, stuck in my head now. In Savannah, in Havana.
Now I
Alright.
want to watch The Mask. God damn it.
Gideon, you perform your watch. Nothing happens. Wake up the next person. The final watch.
All right.
Okay, Shadow, you don't have to do that the whole time.
He
Yes,
must.
he does.
He's keeping us safe.
But I'm RPing.
Okay,
Gotta make
alright,
sure that the
alright.
wizards don't show up.
All right, fine.
Good morning.
We have this great map. Why wouldn't we use it?
Morning, Thorne. Time for
Is
your
everything
watch.
all right? Did everything go well?
Yeah, nothing eventful happened.
Good
And
morning.
she'll scoop up and squeeze his hand. All right, I'll keep watch now. You get some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well,
Also, Miss Thorne, about halfway through your watch, I will need to get my rest. So whenever you're able, could you come and make sure that no more mages do any foul works in our room while we are resting?
I will let you know when you can go to rest. Okay. Did want to see and explore with the hands through if there's anything in these shelves that I can determine. Or
What do you-
perhaps just find the late doctor's alcohol stash. Who knows? There's all these shelves and everything, and so we're just
Okay.
presuming the door is locked. We're gonna go through and rummage through, see what is all in these shelves.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of labeled stuff.
Very good, very useful.
Bottles, square objects, cold objects, pointy objects, a long, cylindrical, slightly soft object.
Wish, wish. Pokes along. No, it's not.
Yep, that's what they are, Micha'el.
Yes.
No.
That's
What?
what's,
I knew
that's
somebody-
what's happening, yeah.
On the main office.
No.
She
No.
found the late
No, you
doctor's
did-
bad dragon.
You did not find the bad dragon that he keeps under the table.
That he keeps on the bookshelves behind his desk. I should hope not.
Inside
God,
a hollow book.
could you imagine the level of, like, the Sigma aura that would give off? Welcome to my apothecary. I will cure you of your ills. And there's just a big ass.
The bad dragon logo mug
Look,
on
it
his
makes him
desk.
look like he killed a dragon. What do you mean?
Anyway,
I don't-
Nobody's
That's a
gonna
great
call that out for fear of knowing.
Anyway, you find that there are books and things like that. None of it's in Braille.
No,
or anything
God,
like that.
Braille doesn't make any sense anyway. We'll pick out a couple of interesting objects and have them on the desk. And by
Okay.
that point, it's time to let Mythos know to go to bed. I'll stay in the doorway. And all will be well.
And I will rest. Thank you.
Good morning.
I will take my 1 hour sleep.
And I will enjoy the broaching dawn. It's a favorite part of the day.
Okay.
How did you know it's dawn?
She can feel the
It's
warmth
always
of the
night
sun.
for her. Okay.
You
You
can hear the
fuck.
birds. What?
No, I'm talking to him, not you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As I said, it's always night for
I
you.
come out of the clouds, point him in the face, and go, "Listen here, you little shit." All right,
Good
it is now
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Dude, you guys like this classic RPG fucking town music? It's so good.
I love it.
That's great.
Well, wake up,
Brother,
Micha'el.
Time to wake up.
Oh, God.
Oh,
You can't see that.
Oh, I take it Mr. Micha'el's not a morning person.
your face, oh,
Okay.
I can smell
maybe
it.
I can try and find something to pick you up.
I'm just not.
I'll
pick
give
me
you
up.
another few minutes.
You smell his face like that?
I smell it.
No, I just hear the groan, like that deep guttural groan. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Sniff around and
Oh my God, is Ginny a morning person?
Ginny is 100% a morning person.
Oh
And
no,
so is Nova.
She's solar powered.
Solar powered. There's a reason she didn't take a watch. She's over
Me
here doing
Bonya.
jumping jacks.
Me Bonya, or whatever good is.
Michael, can you check and see if either of these are pepper up? I think
What?
they
No.
smell about right.
Pepper?
No, stimulant.
Oh, Shadow. No, not Shadow, but Holden, sorry. No, fucking not Holden either. You dumbass. On the table, you see that Thorne has placed a bunch of random fucking objects. An eyedropper, a scroll, and what appears to be a bar of soap.
Oh, this.
That
what
what
are
she
you doing with
pointed
all of
at?
these
To,
materials, Miss Thorne.
I was rummaging through the late doctor's things.
He will
Trying to
pick
get
up
settled in.
the
You're
item.
trying to make something?
Would be nice if we could get Micha'el a little bit less grumbly. You know, I'd rather he not try to bite off anyone's hand.
I'm not going
Is
to
that
eat
what
soap.
the soap is for?
I'm not going to eat soap.
Are you inferring that
How's that
Mr.
one?
Micha'el needs a shower?
No, I don't need the shower.
Kill
What
him.
is wrong? I don't smell.
Kill him.
I don't.
I was just mistaken.
I don't smell. Right? Do I? Farryn, do I smell?
I mean, you've laid out an
Say yes.
eyedropper,
Kill him.
some parchment, and some
No,
soap.
I was just feeling. Oh, okay, that's what these are.
Do you really wish me to answer that question?
Yes.
You smell like an orc, but you don't think.
How-
Perfect. Okay.
Yes. Get him.
You smell like an orc.
Sorry,
He
I'll
will-
put these
I
back.
smell of greatness. Ah.
Mythos will help you put them back where he assumes the empty spots are, and then he will just say, here, a moment of your time, Miss Thorne. I can try and walk you through the setup of all these objects from left to right, so you can at least have a general idea of where things are.
That would be much appreciated. If we can get that done before, I presume the Lord will want us. Oh, and Farryn
Mm.
commented, "Do I look okay? I can't tell." She starts poking at the fingers and fidgeting.
You
Quite a
look
bit.
you look just fine. Well put together.
Okay. Whoops.
You know what the funny thing in that interaction is? She asks Farryn, even though clearly the one who knows more about drip is Mythos, but she can't see that,
But she's never seen Mythos.
which is so funny to me.
And Fiona, well, Farryn was the one that pointed out something wrong with her outfit, and now she is self-conscious. Yes.
Sometimes you just fucking hey.
Gideon, what are you doing?
Training. What? Do you need something?
No, I was just asking. I didn't see you grab your sword, so you're just punching the spotting dummy?
Stop fucking holding hands. Jesus Christ.
I'm pointing the stuff out that's on the
Yeah,
shelf.
we're going. He's
Oh,
walking
okay.
me
And then
through.
she's got to feel it so that she knows what it is.
I get it. Okay.
We're
yeah.
being very cute.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I get it, and it disgusts me.
Good.
Micha'el throws up just because he knows there's some cringe going on in this area.
But
What?
fine.
Michael's just fine. What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking
Hey,
about,
you're
Lupe?
Mr. Bean.
Your name has been stolen from you.
It seems that you are cringe, my lord.
You're no longer Lupe, only Bean.
Who let you be cringe?
You know what? That seems like a good idea. I need to go get my things anyway to go prep for the god. He won't open his chest and get his shit.
and he
Ah.
come and just
He said that
blind as
before he left the door.
Thorne. My swords are in my hands.
Mhm.
My swords are in
And
my
that should
hands.
be everything, Miss Thorne.
They're cut like my
Oh,
heart.
could you help me get a couple of things from my chest to set up?
That's
You
too
know what,
easy.
I'm-
I'm letting that one go.
I'm having trouble waking up. You will hear a
I
loud
didn't realize
thud.
it like that. Oh,
Please,
oh,
Michael, find my
excuse me.
chest.
You guys will walk into the room as Micha'el slams his head into the wall. Now I'm awake.
Okay.
Hello.
Why would
That's
you
a
do
very
that?
violent way to wake up, Mr. Beans.
Mr. Beans.
Maybe
Amazing.
he's distemperate. Hey, oh,
Maybe he had a bad conversation with his friend.
his friend? What's up? Or
Someone came last night, and when Farryn was on watch, and I believe they wanted to speak to him. I guess maybe he had a falling out with that person?
and they had a conversation. What about?
I'm not sure. Miss Farryn and then them stayed out in the main room, I think. I was keeping watch in here to make sure nothing foul was afoot inside. You'd have to ask Mr. Beans or Miss Ironhall for the details.
And she'll fidget, a bit upset at the light visitor, but sorry, I wanted to more so ask, you've seen sort of the state of things, and I don't know. Well, I do know what's going on with my brothers, but you haven't said much about it, and you've seen a lot. I was wondering what your thoughts are.
What things in specific are you referring to?
I mean, you saw how they went at each other at the chapel, and okay, Micha'el's always been headstrong, and
Yes.
I've always patched him up, but this morning seems a little weird.
I think that instance at the chapel was more Mr. Beans being his usual, hard-headed self, but Gideon was in a bad state of upsetness due to the loss of Miss Ariel. And I think his emotions were just getting to him in that moment, and I don't think the prodding was helping much. But they both seem to have calmed down, at least since that time. Well, I don't know maybe he's just really good at his acting, or maybe he's not really calmed down yet, but I guess that can work with us either way for Mr. Taro. But as of now, everything seems to be fine. But
And
I don't
what about
exactly
you?
know what constitutes normal for everyone just yet. For me? What do you mean?
Yeah. How are you doing? Are you doing well? And she'll start doing your braids for the day.
I'm doing fine. I've just found myself feeling like I needed to do more, so I've been putting my focus towards that. And I'm hoping that my efforts pay off soon.
All right. As the day has started, as everybody starts to go outside and do all their different things,
Alrighty.
Ginny, as you're waiting outside, you are approached by somebody.
Oh. And as I'm praying, I will abruptly stop as they approach.
All right, you see a halfling come running towards you at maximum speed. Hup, 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 hup. G'day, miss! Multiple muffins at your service. Courier up for the estate. Do you have any mail to deliver?
Good day. I do not.
Right, stop, Ontario. Let me go see the others. Knock, 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 knock.
One moment, please. Mythos will come answer the door. Hello?
Great salutations to you, sir. Mournful Muppets at your service. I'm the courier for the estate. Do you have any letters that you'd like to deliver?
No, but do you have any for us?
No.
Let me
very
check with
well.
the others real quick, and then he will run and check with the others. Mr. Beans, Mr.
He will
Taylor,
turn and look at,
Miss Ironhall.
we'll look
No,
at Georgie,
none for me.
and will suddenly stop. Oh my.
Do y'all have any now?
Oh no!
No, please stop looking at me.
I don't believe we have anything this morning, Mr. Mortimer.
Thank you very much for coming by.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you all very much. If you ever need any of your letters delivered, just have them ready for me each morning. I always make my rounds. Bye-bye, everybody.
An energetic fellow.
He runs very fast.
He has mobility twice.
Oh,
Nice.
my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just randomly saw you again. Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with Taro? He's a good boy.
Oh, he is
What, you
not.
don't like my new armor?
Shut up!
He's a not good boy. Look at him.
Look at him. He's
The
perfect.
opposite of good.
That
Look
is
at
very
the power
good.
of my mustache.
Do you ever feel like God hates you?
I'm just still impressed with that halfling. He must have 3 breakfasts or something, because that's a lot of energy.
Could
That
Micha'el have
really
seen
is.
the?
mean, you seem
Aw,
pretty
halflings are
energetic
just
in the
the
mornings,
cutest.
too.
Mhm.
Could Micha'el have seen the tiny man
Which
from
way
inside?
we're supposed to go?
I mean, he was at the door.
Oh, look, Ginny, someone your size.
Ah. Mr. Beans, how perceptive. Alright, I'm going to the kitchens to, meet with, Silas.
Oh,
Wherever that is. I think I remember it being this way.
weren't we supposed to meet at the main?
I thought we reported to our areas in the morning.
Correct.
Yes.
And so,
Okay.
come, brother.
If
we must
you
attend
guys
to the
need
Lord.
anything, just feign illness, okay?
Yes, lie.
I'll be here. Mm.
Pardon me.
Brothers, take care. Give them a hearty pat on the back.
Nova.
You're welcome.
Yes, Taro. The beans.
Yes, Nova. Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need someone to guide you where you're going? You are blind.
I can acquaint myself with the space. There's only so much of it to explore.
All right, don't fall in a bush now.
Kicks him in the butt as he leaves.
Roll a hit.
Yes.
Add a D4.
Monk, kick him! Monk,
I
kick him!
don't
Use
have
rebellious
a-
blows!
I don't have a monk kick, but probably.
Unarmed strike.
Wait, what are you talking about? You have unarmed strike.
Oh, I don't have it on this sheet. I don't
Oh,
know how to roll it.
well, it's just,
So- I just rolled something.
that's fine.
I'm not trying to hurt you.
Kick
I'm
his
just
butt.
kicking his butt along.
Good. Now
with a
use
little
rebellious
half step.
blows. Keep hitting him. Hit him while he's down.
No.
Kill him!
Gain the meter.
Spend that key.
Spend your meter! Oh god, we gotta
No,
get you
I
into
love
fighting
my
games.
brothers.
Spend your meter.
Prove your love by beating his ass like a real brother would.
Mm. This is really tempting. I will wait till level 8.
Man,
Can I command her to stay?
can't believe.
Just look at her stay and then just walk off.
Alright, what do you guys do?
I
I
think we
am
rolled
rummaging
together
for
to
some
the Lord's
alcohol.
place.
I'm talking to these two. Hold on, I'll come back to
Good.
you. How you two
Me
doing?
too.
I think we walked together to the Lord's house.
Okay, here we go.
What's
So-
up with your weird armor?
an MCR reject, and a fucking Spanish guy. Long ago, no mames, oh, no hijo, amo torito gay.
It just
Don't
sounds
make
like
fun of My
J-pop.
Alchemical Romance, okay? They're a great band.
No mames way.
They really
no
are. Like,
money
I've just
for
started
it.
listening to them recently, and honestly, bangers.
Emo music in Spanish. It's just J-pop.
Do you think they
Wow.
have croquetas for breakfast?
Alright, as you approach, you will see the oldest orc you've ever seen standing in front of the doorway.
Zool? What's he
Zool?
doing here?
No, it is not fucking Zool.
500 years old.
God.
My armor, I found it in the village. Couldn't use normal armor, so I decided to put it on.
Okay, you will see this guy.
A blue skin.
As you approach, he'll shake as he walks towards you. Are you the boys for the replacement job?
We're the new
Indeed.
bodyguards, yes.
Oh, you're to service my lord's new guards. Let me take a good look at you as he zooms in.
You might want to open your eyes.
They are open. Let's see here. Okay, you're a fellow orc, green skin. Good.
Hello, brother. Of the blue.
Well,
What? Did you just purr like a cat?
he'll speak in
Like a
Orcish to
platypus.
you. Tenos no gringo es.
Muy gringo es, sí, sí. Oh, whoa, brother. Whoa, brother, please.
You call it des mi abuelo, pecado dis.
Yeah.
And
You have an abuelo.
he'll point over here. You are to stand here. Go ahead. Get over there.
Brother, where is El Jefe?
I am your captain. I have served the Planko family for years of many amounts. You're not standing next to him. You have to maintain for me. Ah, that's better. Now remember, your duties as guards are quite simple. You do not let any rascally ne'er-do-wells inside, and if you see anything, you go and stop it. If people call for help, you go to it, but one of you must always be here on guard. So if you need to do your peeps and poops, make sure you do it in rotation. You'll also be sent some others to relieve you after a few hours, so that you can patrol. Oh, also one more thing. From time to time, our Lord likes to go out on private excursions. You'll be expected to support him and keep him safe. And you are to keep whatever you see to yourself. We are guards of his body as well as his secrets. Any questions?
One, what can we get food? Two, what is the outhouse?
Outhouse is over there. And you can get food whenever you're hungry. Just make sure always at least one of you are at the door.
It's fine, one of us can go and get food for us both.
That's right. Well, that's all the time that I had. I'm gonna go sleep. Goodbye. And he will sleep on that bench.
I almost burst. Oh viejo. Are you hungry, Taro?
No, I'm good for right now.
Alright. Well, I am hungry. I'm gonna go grab breakfast. Are you sure? I'm going to go grab food. Do you want something?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Pulls out a pack of cigarettes.
You smoke now?
Oh my god, no.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Are you sure?
I'd pull out a set of smokes. If I could find you now, things would be
Would
better.
get better.
Pulls out a pack of cigarettes.
There's not gym bleachers around for him to stand under.
I couldn't get a pack of LP Curios on the way here, so I can't smoke yet.
Damn.
LP Curio, breakfast of champions.
LP Curio, freshly toasted.
Daria, can you get down, please? Thank
Okay.
you.
Family company.
Cannot.
All right.
Arcadum, can you take Mr. Lope Beans to get some food?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have to... Actually, I know exactly where to send you. Where's Ginny?
I'm at where I remember the kitchens being. It might have been one of these buildings.
Hold on. Where do the kitchens go? Oh, that's the smith. Sorry, I'm still learning this estate myself. Is it in here?
I'm like knocking on doors. Is this the kitchen?
Well,
Hello?
I guess.
Kitchen.
You just open somewhere, it's just a sauna full of old naked men. Oh, the sauna!
Did they not do a kitchen? That's
Old
crazy.
man stew.
Alright, well, this is gonna be the kitchen, because I don't know where it is. So,
Where?
I got you. I'm moving you there.
It's on map 2.
Cool. Ah, excellent. Good.
Actually, no. This is the kitchen. This is like where the dining food and all that is. So
Ah, very good.
Yes, the Ginny-sized bread.
okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Finally, some good food.
Alright, Lope. You start making your way over there, and you overhear this conversation as Jenny is now in service to the main chef of the estate. Oh, God.
Gordon Mamsey.
I believe his name was Silas, is what I was told. Could be wrong.
Silas is the maitre d'. He's the head butler. The woman in charge of the kitchen is a foul beast.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
ought to be a giant sexy orc.
Well,
Giant was right.
I'm just like filing through all the art in my brain, trying to guess.
can I remember which one it was? Can I remember which one? Here you go. Here she is right here. And you see this individual. A massive orc. As you walk inside, you see this woman towering over you.
Ah,
Tall is this woman?
That woman is 6'6".
ooh,
Oh, she's 2 inches taller than Micha'el. Why is her? I think so much larger. 2 inches. How convenient.
You sound a little out of breath there, Micha'el.
Georgie, as you enter, she will turn. So, you're the halfling supposed to help me, eh?
Ah, yes.
Name's Coraline Cutter at your service. You may have seen my good-for-nothing husband outside asleep on the bench.
Oh, was that him? He seemed...
So, I've heard halflings are good at cooking.
I'm pretty good at cooking,
Make
yes.
a pie right now. Apple.
Okay. And I'm sifting
Get
through
to it.
things.
Get to it. And she leans back in the chair as you hear somebody knocking on the door. Who is it? Come on in.
Hello,
Hey!
this is the kitchen. Look.
Hey, food's
Hello?
not ready yet.
Oh, okay. I was just told
no,
to
Essy,
go
call
eat
me now.
whenever. No, it's
Do
comida.
it yourself. Come, chunkla.
Okay, hey. No, that's no chocolate.
Oh my god. Hey yo. For a moment I thought that was
Señorita.
not 20 to hit
Señorita.
Micha'el with the
Yeah.
chocolate, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Señorita, ya, por favor, ya. Can you can you make a pani croqueta? And do you have café con leche?
You ungrateful! You will get what I make for you! She pulls off her shoe.
Hey, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go now. Bye, adios. Jesus. God.
She'll put her shoe back on. Sorry about that. You've got to treat these boys with a firm hand, or else they'll start getting ideas.
Agreed. They don't belong in the kitchen anyway. We'll
That's
take food
right.
out to them.
That's right.
Women addressing their roles.
This pie will probably take somewhere around 15 minutes to bake, and I think it
Good.
will be very
Get
good.
some eggs going.
Yes.
You know, Gideon the cook's a massive beach.
Why would they
Dorime,
have a dog cooking?
Dorime.
How do you say, or how do we say it in my language? Grande puta. I'll just ask for food, and she threatened to throw a chancla at me. Only my abuela can hit me with a chancla.
Dorime. All right, the two of you keep talking about food and all that good stuff. Carolina Cutter seems very happy to have you help. And by help, I mean do everything, because she is totally chilling the whole time.
And Ginny is being... Like, normally she's, like, super uptight and everything, but while she's cooking, she's an artiste.
An artiste?
Oh, yeah. She's doing all the, like, little knot work around the edges of the pie and cutting little shapes and stuff in the crust. And
How
she's
incredibly
really
cute.
Oh, yeah. It's adorable.
While you're making the pie, you think you notice a man's face in the apples.
A man's face in the apples?
Just a moment. Just for a moment, you think you see one. And then it fades. Kind of weird.
What could that mean?
It's strange.
All right. Meanwhile, Sir Pomco the Moon is seated upon his the throne of his estate. He gestures the two of you forward, as you can see that it's quite the early morning.
Good morning, Lord Nalamoon.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, it should be a light day today for court. If you could all just remain in my line of sight, I could perhaps have the Maître D. Silas show you a few things. He should be here any moment. I've sent him out to get my letters early. Also, it should be noted, as he kind of looks around to make sure that nobody is there, and he'll say in a softer voice, that if I make this symbol, and he'll do a symbol with his hand, that means you should watch that person, for I have suspicions of them.
Very well.
Of course.
What's the symbol look like? Is he throwing up gang signs?
He does the he does the thing where you try to trick somebody to look at it.
Ah!
The OK symbol.
The okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nodders.
Checking to make sure that there's no one around. Farryn will then say, "My lord, is my attire appropriate?"
No.
She's specifically asking if he can notice her concealed armor and or dagger.
He does not. He will nod. It says that it looks just fine.
Okay.
Concealed weapons and armor finally getting a point to the game. Excellent.
Yes.
No one here is armed. Except me! Haha! Stabs!
Except me, because I'm a monk.
Very situational.
Very
My
cool.
hands are lethal weapons.
But then they'd lose the game. Alright, with that, he will nod and say, court will begin soon. Assume your positions.
Is there any specific spots you would like us to seat? I don't know the...
He'll
order
kind
of
of
seating
gesture
for
to the
court.
sides as Silas enters. And then he will say, the maitre d' will be here soon to instruct you on the proper way to show yourselves. I expect much from you. The Ponko estate is known for its hospitality, its duty, and its decorum. I expect you to represent the same. Ah, Silas, my good man. Indeed, my lord. I am here as requested. Hold on, my token is way too big.
Big man.
There we are, my lord. Silas, please see that these individuals are properly instructed. Right you are, my lord. Come forward, you two.
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't know what backwater nobility you've come from, but this is Darklake, and we propose ourselves with a bit more decorum. We're not all about the opulence and fastidiousness that you'll find in the other noble cities. We are straightforward. Present yourself honestly and courteously, and you will do just fine here. Speak when you are spoken to. Speak up if you see something that needs to be spoken up about. Your passion is the fire of life. However, if you have any questions as to when those two will come at odds, come ask me, and I shall see that you take the right path. My lord's schedule today is pretty straightforward. He is to have a meeting with an important member from the Church of Mytheria. It is unsure what the purpose of this visit is, but don't be afraid. The Church of Mytheria, as long as you are acting in concordance with her light and the treaties therein, you should be fine. Just don't look them directly in the eyes. They can hear your thoughts. Furthermore,
Thank you.
True.
there is also a representative from the Brass Baron. No doubt this man will make all sorts of claims about an alliance to the east. Keep a very close watch on his guard, though. The last thing we need is for them scoping out the place. Other than that, that should conclude my lord's business for this day. You must be at ready in case he calls upon you for advice.
We will be.
Good. Take your positions, and he'll point at these benches. You can shift drag to go on the bench.
You want us actually sitting on the bench?
Sit on that bench.
Yes, until he stands. Alright, and Silas will stand at attention to the side, awaiting further instructions. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, and now...
Yeah.
Thorne
Presuming...
will hear a knock at the door.
Going over, wait. Who is it?
Lieutenant Pharos, milady. I was told
Alright.
that you were the new apothecary.
Opens the door. Indeed. Pleasure to help you.
I seem to have injured my hand and can't hold my spear anymore.
If you'll sit down over here, she'll line out the healer's kit and start working on treatment. Thankfully, without the fervid rush of battle. Do I just mark that off on the...
You don't have to use your actual supplies. There's plenty here. So, but give me a roll though.
Medicine?
Yeah. The man winces many times as you are blind, and it is, he doesn't say anything because he doesn't know if he should, but it certainly is not quite the painless experience he was hoping for. But eventually you get the bandage around his hand, and to get it nice and sealed off, and he will kind of smile and nod. Thank you, ma'am. Also, I have another question.
Yes, sir.
It's more of a private matter, and I was wondering, you don't tell anyone about things you speak of with your patients, do you?
No, there's no need.
Well...
Unless it's dire, possibly harming others, but if it's a personal matter, no.
Well, this is quite awkward.
Here.
She'll try I have a pain on my arse. And I think they're boils.
It's no problem. If you'll give me just a moment, she'll go lock the door. Just so that nobody walks in on you, but I'm happy to help. She's very professional, if you want to address it.
Oh, well, alright. He'll start to undress a little bit. very embarrassed, he'll kind of just drop trow and kind of bend
she-
over. Unfortunately, Nova, you can't see the problem.
Gotta touch.
So,
Do you not like pop pimples or whatnot? Like
You
you don't
have
have
to-
to see them.
You gotta touch it.
you gotta...
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean!
She's fine. Help. Like yeah.
That's what I mean. You have to
Now whisper to him that no one will hear his screams.
grip his cheeks.
Yeah, we'll start with like hand with the back of the hand, like start tracing down from the back, and then we'll proceed to go.
All right, so make
And-
me a jokes aside. Make me a medicine check.
Yes.
See if you can figure out what's wrong with this dude.
Nice.
That's a good
And that
roll.
one's a bit better.
His butt
Yeah, we
is so
take our
bumpy.
time
Oh,
and
hold on.
we do our
hold
best
on.
to maintain professionalism to make him comfortable as the
Yeah,
situation can
I
ever
got
be.
that. I just think it's so hilarious. But
Mm-hmm.
with a 20, this is what you're able to determine. The man does not have hemorrhoids. He has,
Mm-hmm.
he has crotch rot.
You might have to explain that one to me.
He has an STD. Specifically, he has... Hold on. This is a fantasy one. He has Gremlin's Lurch, which has caused his skin to peel back from his genitals and a creation of boils in their place. This usually happens whenever one messes with those of the Fey variety.
Oh,
Is there... I presume the treatment's probably a bit more than soap, or what?
It is in fact more than soap. So what you'll have to do is give him a treatment of lilac milk and lilies. You'll have to wrap the area, and he'll have to be bedridden for about a week for the medicine to take effect.
Okay, and do I need to requisition those materials, or
No,
are
they're
they
here. They're
based
here.
on what Mythos? Okay.
Now, here's the additional thing. Since the only way one would really get such a disease is by consorting with the Fae, leans in,
Mm-hmm.
and that means this man might have run afoul of something,
Mm-hmm.
or he himself has done a little forbidden consortment.
As is expected with the faithless, but we will keep our judgments inside of the head for now
As you wish.
as we go along. Okay, and once we get to a point where perhaps he feels some relief, and we get the first bout of lilac treatment, and we get to okay, so that should
Put him in
finish the
Micha'el's
first
bed.
treatment. But if you should be feeling a bit
No.
better, but if you can sit up, as there's a bit more to go over.
He will kind of widen his stance. All right.
And you can dress back up, just
Oh,
keep the
alright.
coverings.
He will still stand there with his stance widened. How long does this take to cure itself?
So, ooh, it's not ideal, but maybe if I know a little bit more, we might be able to expedite the process
Well, you
as
see,
to where this came from.
Well, you see, I was I was on the road, and well, I was
found a lady.
forlorn
Mm-hmm.
and lonely, and so I visited the local brothel, seeking, of course, only the finest attuned and anointed maidens of Betharia. I
She'll
could not find anyone, but there was still offerings from the brothel, and I had a bit of extra coin, and one particular maiden caught my
she'll
fancy.
raise a hand, and I'm glad we both understand the source of this problem to avoid future interactions.
Yes, ma'am. I'll never do that again.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known better once the leaves came out.
She has to breathe a bit, regain after that. Okay, you're probably... I'm going to need to set you up here for about a week. We're going to be going through this. And out of character, you said bedridden, or like he has to come by for over the course of 7 days?
Ideally, if he wants to heal fastest, yes, stay in bed, but he's a guard, so that's probably not going to be something he can do.
So, you're going to be coming by for about a week to abate the symptoms, and you cannot be consorting with others.
Of course.
As
yes.
that would cause greater problem for me.
Yes, of course. No more consortment. I'll never consort again with anyone. He waddles over here.
There are safe ways to do it, but finally, if I could get the name of the brothel or the area, just so I could have someone look into it, since this is a rather severe affliction to let go unaddressed.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. It was... Pardon me, I don't know what... It was the brothel outside of O'Branigan's Tavern.
Okay, very well. And with that, she will start to gather up her soap and things. I presume you can see yourself out?
Oh, yes, I can...
I need to clean up.
I can certainly see myself out.
Mm-hmm. Farewell.
Farewell. He waddles out awkwardly.
And she vigorously scrubs between the fingers but under the nails with the soap rather viciously. She...
Very good.
She accidentally grabbed the dildo.
Meanwhile, back in the... Whoa! Okay. First up, we will begin court. Silas will move towards the front as he awaits the first of many to visit Pinko. People go moving through past you, Lope, which offer each of them have a writ or they're escorted in by Silas, until finally, one such man approaches you.
One second.
Where's Gideon?
Behind the house.
He went on
I
He's
went
doing a
patrolling.
patrol.
I was doing a patrol around the building.
listening to the back of the
See
building.
if I see any, spot any people.
There better not be any suspicions.
Better be no rapscallions in these trees speaking Vietnamese.
Alright, Lope. This man approaches you. The man who you recognize, except he is wearing different clothing. You see this man?
Hello, Inquisitor.
He'll say, shh! Hold up his hands.
Beat him with the chancla.
He'll get closer and then he'll lean in. You do not know me by that title. I'm just a priest.
Hello, priest.
Now let me in.
Okay, you open the door and let him in.
Did he say Inquisitor? It's a good thing I'm old and asleep. There's a knock at the door, and Silas would announce, presenting ad monachim Carlos Cast. He will give a deep bow and will approach. Both of you will recognize him, but hopefully won't just say, hey, what's up, Inquisitor? Hey, yo, hey!
Hey, you the secret Matherian handshake?
Hey, yo, we looking for bad guys?
Praise the light.
And then Sir Panko will give a nod and will say, it is good to see you, Priest Cast. I was wondering when you would come to visit me again. Indeed, my lord, it is of the highest honor that I find myself in your esteemed Sorry, to yawn.
It's contagious.
Sorry. I find myself in your esteemed presence once more. The church has been most grateful for your aid, and has sought you out in the hopes that you might reconsider our offer to build a shrine. I am afraid that to build a shrine of Mytheria would, of course, cause a certain bit of contention amongst my people. They may choose to believe in what they wish, but for as long as I am mayor of this town, I cannot allow such a thing to occur. Apologies, my lord, but I thought you were part of a council. Yes, a council that follows under my behest. It seems you have much to learn, Priest Cast, if you have any hopes of opening a shrine here. Carlos Cast will give a deep bow. I shall remain for at least a week or so, in the hopes that I might be able to cause your eminence to reconsider. Indeed. Perhaps you can, perhaps you cannot. I shall leave a small part of the town for you and your retinue to stay. And then he'll call out to Silas. Silas! Yes, my lord. Be sure that the homes to the south still abandoned. A few of them are, my lord, yes. See that the good Cast and his retinue are housed there. He'll give a deep bow. And so will Carlos Cast. He'll give bombastic side-eye at both of you, and then we'll leave. All right. One moment while I gather the next person. Ha ha. Sorry. I'm a silly man. Wow. Wabafet. 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 What? Wabafet. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, my brain. I forgot where I put this. Hold on. That's not right. Oh, duh. This would be the place it is.
Harold, did you see anything on your patrol?
No, I didn't see anything unusual.
All
This
right.
is good news.
Approaching you guys, you see this individual. He bears the symbology of a captain, and on his front, the herald, on the front of his tabard, the heraldry of the mark of the brass baron, the brass fist. As he approaches, he will give a deep bow, and he will say, Greetings. I'm here to see Lord Panko. I'm a representative of the brass baron. Captain Dufresne, I should be on your list.
Lope
Looks
will
at
check
this.
list.
Well, as you are checking, you will hear that Silas opens the door. Ah, you're here, Captain. Let him through.
As he walks by, Micha'el's going to do a martial check.
Sure. The good Captain Dufresne is about season 6. About the same strength that you are.
I can take him.
I can take him. Presenting, my lord, Captain Dufresne, representative of the Brass Baron. He will stop here and will give a deep bow. Greetings to you, Lord Penko. I, Captain Alderman Dufresne, am here on behalf of the mighty Brass Baron. He has asked that you parley with me, that we might discuss terms of alliance, and what we can do for one another. Sir Panko raises an eyebrow and strokes his long beard carefully. Alright, Fiona and Michael, make me insight or perception checks. Your choice. Preferably trained.
Jack of all trades?
Remind me what trained is, please.
That means you have proficiency.
Okay.
I have proficiency in weed.
Okay. One moment. Okay. All right. This is what you notice. Sir Penko seems to be actually far more interested in this deal than he has been portraying. You get the feeling that there is a certain tension in the air, as if a decision made here will carry with it great import. Continue, Captain Dufresne. Tell me what it is that this Davian Laton can offer. You will see the captain wince at the mention of the full name of the Brass Baron, but he will continue. My lord, the Brass Baron offers to you opportunity. Opportunity to conquer your rivals. Opportunity to reclaim the forgotten and broken aqueducts so that water might freely flow to your people. That you might build outwards and expand. Perhaps even to the coast. And make for yourselves a port. The Brass Baron offers this wealth, offers his strength, if you would but aid him in his current endeavor. Yes, I've heard of his current endeavor. It seems he has swept north through the Broken Oaks, and some whisper that he even plans on setting his sights on Mournhowl, one that has been usurped by an unlawful power, and that is currently being saviored by our friends of the Church of Mytheria. Why would I want to risk the ire of the Pale City? Dear Captain. Captain Dufresne will open his hands in a friendly gesture and state, My lord, the Brass Baron is aware that an unlawful power has taken Mournhowl. It is within the Brass Baron's opinion that the Church should be upheld within the area. But so stretched thin are the Pale City's forces that the Brass Baron has offered to aid them in taking the city, so that they can turn their sights on protecting us from the horrors of the demon wastes. Panko will stroke his beard. Help them take the city, or take it from them? The good captain will, of course, take a moment to respond, and things get a little bit heavier. My lord, the Brass Baron seeks freedom, safety, stability of the people of the Broken Oaks and the Twisted Pines, those outside the purview of the protective rule of a proper monarch. It is true, many will see my lord's actions as audacious, but was it not the same audacious actions by Mytheria herself that saw us freed from demonic tyranny? My lord simply wishes to protect us from anarchy, for the West has no true ruler. Serpenko leans back, and you can see that the captain's words are having somewhat of an effect on him. I'm going to get up for just a second. You two can decide if you want to interject and say anything. I'll be right back, 2 seconds.
Mythos will not. He is trying to keep track of all the information currently.
It is a lot of information for sure.
I was kind of hoping he would give us the sign. He flashed them gang signs, and we could, incite the captain. But he hasn't flashed us them gang signs yet.
Right? He seems interested in the deal. And I don't know. If it's... I don't know. Farryn probably won't say anything either.
All right. Then we will maintain neutrality for now.
Mm-hmm.
And see where the conversation goes. Because right now, it's just the peaking of the question.
Yeah.
And the considerations.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Just in time.
Welcome.
Mythos has decided not to interject directly. I believe the same is for Farryn.
Mm-hmm. Staying quiet for now.
Would it be... Can we incite the captain's statements that the Baron is just trying to, quote, help the church take the city versus, taking it over for himself? Is that something we could try to incite?
Well, that would be the actual intentions of the Brass Baron, who is not here. You can attempt a martial check to see how much validity his statement is. But at the end of the day, you don't know exactly what the Brass Baron wants. You can make all sorts of presumptions based off what you've seen. But this is what I can tell you. You can make insight checks on the captain.
Okay. But then I will do the martial that you mentioned.
I will try to incite the captain.
Mournhal is one of the great cities of Corvanus. For it to be taken, even by the church's might, would be a daunting task. It may very well be that even though they don't want the Brass Baron's help, the church may need it. For Mournhal has been in civil war for months now, and there has been no break, at least as far as has been reported. There has been no break of news or the breaking of the walls, even with the impressive Angel of Mytheria that has been rumored to have sprung up, as if Mytheria's light herself walks upon the earth far to the north. Even this has not been enough to break the spirits of the defenders of Mournhal.
Mm-hmm.
So, the captain's duty here does give off a bit of restlessness, as your insight check reveals to you, Fiona. The captain seems as if he doesn't truly want to be here, as if his time is being wasted. It is not to say that he does not believe in his words, but there is an itchiness to him. This man is no wordsmith. He is a warrior. But he's trying his best. And after a long silence, Serpenko will say, "You say such a thing, in open court. You think that the brass baron is comparable to our graceful Mytheria? I do not mean any blasphemous insult, my lord. Only that Mytheria was once a woman, a mortal. None knew her future, except she herself. She proved to us all of what one person can do. I simply am here to tell you the truth. I believe in the brass baron, my chosen lord. I believe he will bring law to an otherwise disjointed land. And I believe that he has been misrepresented in the minds of those of the Pale City. For he is a pious man and makes offerings and prayers to Mytheria. He simply does so in private. Also, one of you is typing and I can hear everything.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. I did. Type them in. That is what I truly believe. And I would dare say that your own people are suffering. Are suffering not only from the corpse of the nation that you once were, within the ruins, choking by the waters, but also for this evil that has risen in the east. Will you not need aid? Serpenko looks a little agitated at this and says, "We are mighty enough to defend ourselves. Impertinent of you to suggest otherwise, and the Pale City has guaranteed its support. Tread carefully, Captain. You make many presumptions." The captain lowers his head and simply states, "I do not mean to make presumptions, but I am a soldier, my lord. I see the world as a soldier does. Your defenses are breaking. Your walls are unmanned. Your strength is waning. I come here not to offer threat, but to offer a helping hand." Serpenko leans back in his chair. Make martial checks, you two.
Even me?
That's right, never mind. Just Mythos. Michael. Despite how unpleasant the words might be, the captain speaks truth. Dark Lake is not well defended. Not for a town as large as it is. The walls are broken in many points. The waters are not properly patrolled. Even the estate of the mayor itself doesn't have enough guard to watch it. Hence why there was open positions for your two companions. You don't know how honest this soldier's offer really is, but you do know that the reason he is offering it is. Dark Lake is not well defended.
Mythos will put up a hand and wait to be addressed.
It would seem that one of my advisors has something to say. Go on, Michael.
Yes, my lord. I would just like to say that while his proposition may have seemed from a place of arrogance, I do not believe that this man is wrong. There are some lackings in fortification that we are just not able to keep up with, and I just wanted that to be stated for consideration, that there could be more that could be done to help take care of this city and the people within it. That is all.
Serpenko leans back and considers Michael Smith's words, and will finally say, "Very well, Captain. I will consider your proposal. Do you have lodging? I've come here with a small retinue, my lord. We are camped outside of your town. I did not wish to cause any problems." "Good. I think you should stay there. Not that you are unwelcome, but we are, as you said, not prepared to receive a military force for visitation." The captain will give a deep bow. "Of course, my lord. That is all for now. I shall call you when I have an answer." The captain will salute and then will turn and be on his way. All right, and with that, Serpenko will look up and notice that the sun is starting to set low. My word, so much time has passed. Are we done for the day, Silas? Indeed, my lord, we are. Good. Court is done for today. You two are dismissed. Go get yourselves some dinner.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Silas, I wish to sup in my room. Of course, sire. We shall sup in the room. I don't know why I said that exactly the same as him, but sorry.
No, I think it's very good.
Supping in the room? Are we
Nothing,
supping?
no kissing going on there. No.
Marco,
Nope.
do you remember where the kitchens are?
I believe they are around here somewhere. I can smell something.
Yells
tasty
coming
in the
from this
area.
door. Show you the kitchen's over here.
Hard work cooking.
You
Chop,
call
chop.
this a shepherd's pie?
Knock, knock.
Where,
No, that's the apple pie.
where is the shepherd?
We're all out of shepherds, miss.
Oh, yes, what is it? Come inside.
Good evening, madam. I was wondering, is there anything perhaps for supper?
Yes. You and your people will get food. As soon as this one finishes her rounds, I don't see any cooking, girlie.
Ah, I'm doing it. We have to wait on the oven. It's baking currently.
What? No, you can make it cook faster. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
She starts punching the oven.
It
See?
cooks faster.
It cooks faster when you do this.
Jaw drops. Pushes mouth closed.
What?
A true orc.
The fear makes it cook faster.
We'll await outside then.
Remember, one of the ways you guys talk to each other is by eating together, so.
Oh.
Oh. And I thought we had a lot to keep track of with the courts today. I hope she's going to be okay.
And then Caroline will say, once we finish dinner, you're done for the day. You can go on home. I'll handle night meals.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Here, have this sandwich.
Oh, good. What kind of sandwich is this?
It's a big old thick orc sandwich.
Nice.
Mustard, ham, vegetables.
It's an
Say there's-
MLT, a mutton, lettuce, tomato.
Internally, I'll think to myself that orcs actually do have good cooking, and they know what they're doing. Quantity.
Good.
Big.
You better not say anything to this lady or she'll throw you in the oven.
Mythos checks if this man's breathing.
Oh, my lady. Why, yes, I am a god. Would you like to hold my sword?
Oh my. Well,
Oh,
seems
good
like this
fall.
elderly man
No,
is
you're going to
having a
cut
pleasant
yourself.
day.
Put my sword down. No, stop. It's not worth it. He has a nightmare.
oh, maybe not.
Oh, God. That's even worse.
Is there a dining? Are these like the dining tables in here? Or
You eat
this-
at the apothecary. Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Remember, that's where you guys go to...
Yeah.
During the night when your shifts are done. That's how you can talk about what happened together.
All right.
So eventually, Ginny finishes her duties. All right, take your food and go. See
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Now,
And I'll pack up
it's
a
just
bundle.
you and me, Oven.
Miss Georgie, do you need any help carrying any of that?
Actually, it is quite a lot, if you would kindly.
All right. Takes a couple sacks of the massive amount of food that this halfling obviously made because they make 5 meals for 1 meal. So yes, helps her carry it.
Make sure you guys get your nutrition after all. And then, yeah. Zooming.
Oh, it's my shift. You boys are dismissed.
Gives a nod. Have a good night.
Have an excellent night. Oh, hold on. Have an excellent night. I'm old.
And I'm going to check in with the kitchen real quick. Micha'el will walk up to the.
Are you going to be hitting on this man's wife?
Oh, yes!
He will. He will. What? He will knock on the door.
Oh, see! Oh, puppy. What? She'll open the door. I'm busy!
Clearly, do you have any spare bread I can borrow?
Borrow? You're going to give it back?
No. Do you have any spare
Close
bread
the
that I
door.
can take from you?
She closes the door.
He will knock on the door again.
She will hand you bread and close the door.
Thank you.
Is this orcish flirting?
It does appear to be a strange mating ritual.
Do not worry, my lord. I will see all enemies. Who's there? Huh?
It's just me. Relax.
Oh, good. Good.
Well, have a good day.
Yes. The night is my veil. And I will keep safe you.
Micha'el will start breaking the bread he has into smaller pieces.
I am the
Are there
watcher.
any crows in the trees nearby he can see?
Yes, there's some there. I am the watcher
Okay.
in the night.
He will walk over and hold over the clumps of bread at the trees. Come, friends, eat and offer the bread to the crows.
Caw! One will land on your hand. Caw, caw! Eat the food. Caw!
That was interesting.
Caw, caw! And all the crows will start flying towards you, Micha'el. Caw, 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 caw!
Okay, hello. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
he shouldn't have fed the birds.
And we will hold out his hands and arms for the birds to land on him and eat the food that he has.
Seeing as you have no more bread, they'll start pecking at your horns. Wow, caw, caw!
Can you please... Come on now. I just said you get away from my Bonello, please.
They all start flying away. Caw!
Okay, thank you.
Except one who watches you ominously. Domine.
He will look back. I wonder if you can see
Domine.
me. He blinks to see if the crow follows him and blinks.
The crow disappears when you blink.
I guess that's my answer.
There's a crow
he
here
will
now. It's watching you. Domine!
And then he will...
Oh, I'm just gonna go home. I don't want you to see more.
He's just gonna look for a pole to see if Itachi's there.
Okay, now you ruined it. Now I will kill you.
Yay!
Alright.
And that's the last piece of shepherd's pie. I've divided it equally amongst the five of us. Yes, one of us is missing. Oh, there he is. You're late. Should be glad I kept you some food.
I appreciate your kindness.
Pass out Micha'el a plate.
Thank you, Miss Georgie.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, go ahead and discuss the events.
Well, does
I hope
anyone
everyone-
believe anything of note has happened?
I
can
cooked all day.
Oh.
Sorry, Thorne, go ahead.
The brothel aside the Brannigan's Tavern has Fey activity with the locals. She shuffles and looks at the wall.
That could be pretty concerning. But is it not something they would have noticed and dealt with if it was dangerous?
Perhaps, and it may not be relevant to our endeavors. That is all.
It's quite a distance away, isn't it?
The tavern?
Is it?
Perhaps I have the name wrong. Wasn't Brannigan's several weeks away?
Alright, so you guys push M on your keyboard.
Mm.
Let me help. This is Dark Lake.
Mm-hmm.
and that's a Brandy's tavern.
Ah.
So it's about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
2 weeks by boat.
I suppose I will ask and look more into it if you wish, or I can leave the matter be.
What led you to learn of this? It does seem quite far out of the way.
An individual's ailment, treatable, but even within his own admission, likely Fey in origin.
I see.
Did he get cursed by one or something?
Yes. She'll poke at her food.
If no one else has anything, I guess we could go over what we witnessed today in the court. There were
I'm
only
good.
2 meetings. The first was with Inquisitor Cast. He came seeking an offer for Lord Panko to build a shrine to Matheria here. And while I do agree with the sentiment, Lord Panko was rightfully concerned with the contention that would cause within the town and denied the request. Personally, while I would like to have some more of the faith shining down here, I think it would cause some strain on our current mission if that was to be pursued. But the Inquisitor is remaining and will be staying in the southern province of the town for about a week. So, if there is any important information we need to get to him quickly, we have until then while he is still within the confines of the town.
He is undercover as a priest, if that
Yes.
is necessary information for you to have.
Yes, if there was a reason that we would have to go to him, we should go to him not with the blatant intent of sharing the information, but possibly seeking out a priest or something similar so that we can get in his acquaintance before we share the information we need.
I think that sounds dangerous. If we reveal ourselves to be even in any direction allied with the church, even for seeking out a priest, I think it would throw a bit of our cover into question.
It is a possibility. I'm not sure it would be that dire of a situation, or anyone that would have witnessed the priest and his entourage would know to some degree that there is at least some discussion happening with them and Lord Panko. And as we are some of his staff, it wouldn't be unheard of for him to send us to take word to them. And he has made it clear that he does not plan on complying with their wish to build the statue. So if that came into question, the people would still be able to trust Lord Panko's decision for not wanting to have the church encroach down here. The other meeting was from a Captain Dufresne, a soldier of the Devion Laton, the Brass Baron. Devon Laton. He was seeking some form of alliance with Lord Panko, a sharing of wealth and forces, both to help the Brass Baron in his conquering of Mornhow. He mentioned that he would be working to help the church gain control of Mornhow with all of the war that is going on there, and also mentioned that the Baron would be inclined to help send reinforcements down this way, as the city is not in the best of states for defending itself if something should come at them from the east.
Any decision on that matter?
Lord Ponko is still considering. The soldier is stationed outside of the city with his entourage, and no specific choice has been made just yet. There are many things to consider.
I particularly noticed that our lord was quite interested, but also tense. Although I'm not entirely sure where the tension came from. Yes?
I may have a guess. The Brass Baron is not allied with the Church of Netharia necessarily. He would be a non-controlled token in our mission. Lord Ponko wishes for us to succeed as much as we do. Bringing the Brass Baron's men into the equation would add a complexity that we would not be in control of in the situation.
I believe that is where some of the hesitation lies, yes.
On the
Yes.
other hand, what about the people? At least the Brass Baron's men are human, and not what we know is lurking in the swamp. We don't have control on this area. And I suppose it could be one strat to let the undead do their thing, and maybe we manage to get the bell in the chaos, but that jeopardizes her other objectives.
This also could potentially lead to sacrificing all of the people here, even those that would be innocent.
That is all I will say.
I hate to imagine this of people who are not with the church, but also not monsters like the undead, but I hate to imagine that they would at some point side with the undead or try and take the bell for themselves. We can't have either of those. It sounds like a risk.
The captain did mention that he thought the Brass Baron was lawful, just, and pious, at least in private. So it might not be too far a step from the church to the barony, but I also picked up that the Brass Baron was attempting to be the one true ruler of the West.
Faith can still spread where there are kings.
Yes, but I believe Miss Ginny was right about it just being an uncontrolled token on the field. I don't know how much sway we would have over Lord Ponko's final decision, but I also don't know which decision would be necessarily the best for what we are trying to get. Having reinforcements here of the Brass Baron would have more pushback should something from the east start causing issues, but it would also give a greater presence to people who could otherwise jeopardize our position if they were to find certain artifacts before we could.
It alleviates the price if we fail. She'll put down her fork.
Farryn will look over. Did you eat anything at all, or did you just push your food around?
Like a quarter.
Mental note. Keep going.
Ginny frowns.
Thankfully, Thorne can't see that and be guilted anymore.
But that was all for the courts today. So, is there anything else anyone seen or heard of that would be worth mentioning?
Nothing really
No,
happened when I
Michael.
was on patrol.
Beans, you've been quiet.
If you call loud crunching and munching quiet.
That food is delicious.
He
Yes,
is
you
a
did
man
quite
full
well.
of opinions.
Miss Georgie. It is quite the delicious meal, he is right.
You're welcome.
And the pie
Yes.
was absolutely exquisite.
Did you make this all yourself, or did the orc woman give this to you?
She had nothing to do with it and just made me slave away on everything all day. But in my opinion, that's better.
Ah, okay.
Glad you liked it.
Isn't it? Do you also feel like she's a massive beach?
Oh. No, only when there's people who don't belong in her kitchen. She was very nice the rest of the time.
At
Silly
least,
chef.
Ginny.
at least she knows her roles. But this food is delicious.
Would you be able to gather greater ground, Ginny, if you have time to deliver meals around the estate?
Likely so. I imagine the opportunity will arise for me to collect information. As it was today, I was familiarizing myself with the kitchen, our stocks and stores, and also my boss. I'm sure I'll be a little more flexible from here on out.
Will she be a problem? Is she particularly insightful or something?
She does not seem so. If I had to hazard a guess, I think she's been doing this a long time, and is glad to have me around so that she doesn't have to do it as much.
Yes, speaking of, if I could get some help and get one of the back cots into the main room, so then I don't have to, unless I get several patients, I don't have to move them into personal areas. Right by the door, and then if I need to, I can barricade.
I could help with that.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Well,
Mr. Beans or Mr. Taro, would one of you be able to grab the other side?
Yes, I shall help you. Oh god. Oh god.
move out of my way.
Oh god.
Standing in the door, runs under legs.
Yes, we can disassemble this one, and I want it on the rug in front of the main door, stanchioned off so we can still open the main way, but so that I can have guests sit or lie down.
I'm just awaiting Mr. Beans. Alright.
Make a strength check. How strong are you to pick it up?
I mean, it's just like a cot.
Athletic.
It is literally a cot. Am I watching you guys strain right now?
Show them how it's done, Ginny.
Oh my goodness.
Are you okay? This isn't very heavy. I can do this myself if you need to.
No, I might have overworked my writing hand today.
Oh, you porposito. You overlook your writing hand. So where are we taking this?
This way.
Thank you for the assistance, Mr. Taro. Just us two 8 boys back here helping carry the other end of Mr. 21.
She's just shaking her head.
This is orc strength at its finest.
Very good.
If you're tired, just put it down. If you're tired, just put it down. That was still some of the best RP I've ever seen in a fucking game ever, was the fucking couch scene. So good. Just tilt it. No, your way. No. If you're tired, just put it down. If you're tired, just put it down.
We'll bound over and wrap him in a hug. Thank you. All right,
You're
off
welcome.
to bed. Push, shoo. Same schedule as yesterday?
Should
Oh,
be fine.
Take a watch if somebody.
how was your
doesn't
chat
want
with
to.
Bongo?
With
I heard you were talking with your friend. You didn't tell me he was in this area.
it wasn't Bongo. It was another friend.
Oh. Well,
I do miss my brother though.
Wait, when did you talk to a friend?
If you want me to take one of your shifts, let me know. I'll be in here. He will look at Gideon, clearly ignoring that question.
Sorry,
her
Gideon.
hand reaches out to him and then goes down a bit dejected.
Sorry, guys, you haven't unlocked that dialogue option.
And
That dialogue option's grayed out and has the brackets heretic on the side of it. You don't have that unlocked yet.
she kind of shrugs at Gideon.
Are you going to wake me up again tonight to talk more things, Ginny?
No, I intend to sleep tonight. I think
Okay.
we've said everything that needed to be said.
Fair enough. I'm always down to talk to a friend. Yesterday I got woken up 2 times. I would like to get my sleep tonight.
Well, if you have anything on your conscience, I'm happy to help you work through some things.
I always do, but I'm not always open to discuss.
Understandable.
Micha'el will take his stuff off at his chest, getting close, adore his body, and then lay
I'm
down
sorry,
and go
what?
to sleep.
He touches himself, you know.
Oh god.
Oh!
Oh.
He adores
He
his
casts
body.
Lay on hands.
He casts lay on hands.
Oh no.
Paladin thing.
Fiona's going to check and make sure that all the doors are locked, you know. And take first watch.
All right.
Very true. Good night, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Good night.
Ginny,
Yes.
you have a nightmare.
Ah. What's it about?
Why?
You dream that you're sitting next to Talry. You're sitting in the cathedral in the Pale City. You dream that your whole family is there, but you feel a terrible sensation. You see that Talry disappears from your side. You go out trying to find him. You turn back, and the cathedral is in flames. You turn back around again. Upon a hill, you could see Talry. Shadows wrap around him. Strange figures stand behind him. The shadows stretch deep. It is unsettling. You also get the feeling that you're being watched. As you look up through the smoke, you see that the smoke is emanating outwards from a man with a cigarette.
Chills. I'm rolling around in cold sweat.
If Mythos notices this, he will make an Arcana check to make sure that no magics is affecting her.
That last one was a joke, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, oh,
That last one isn't real.
Is it the same face that was showing up in the apples?
Yes, that's me fucking with you.
I'm being haunted.
You hear a voice go.
I know things.
he just assumes it's a ring.
No,
What
the
does
rest
he know?
the rest of it was true though. Talry disappearing, the cathedral on fire, all that good stuff.
big chills. And I'm waking up. And breathing
Are
heavy.
you-
I'm going to hop down from the bed.
You're up early?
It's...
Just went to sleep.
Do you know what time it is?
About... Insert time here.
So not long. I think I need some water. And a little walk. I'm gonna go pace the entryway.
Well, keep close to the building so nothing happens.
I'm not leaving the building.
Okay.
Captain.
Genevieve?
I had a bit of a nightmare. I'm just gonna walk it off. I'll come over here, grab a glass of water.
Meanwhile, Micha'el is big, hot, chewing, sleeping, mouth wide open.
Captain, I know it's late.
Yes.
Do you have family, by any chance?
No. Or... Go ahead.
Please, no, you go ahead.
If
My
I do
brain
have
is full of
family,
thoughts.
I do not know if they're still alive.
Do you... I know you don't really sleep like the rest of us. Do you dream?
I suppose.
Do you ever dream about them?
I try not to.
I can't seem to help it. I know I've talked about this before, but I came east to join your party, but also in the hopes of finding my brother, and I'm very worried about him, and he's... I get this terrible feeling that he's lost. And not just... Not as in knowing where he is, but more. It might be nothing. I'm sorry. I'm going back to bed.
Perhaps it might calm your mind if you said a prayer, hoping he finds his way, asking for Matheria's guidance for him. If you're genuinely that worried and concerned about him...
Ginny will take a deep breath. I pray for him every day and every evening before bed. Quietly, but he's always in my prayers, as is the rest of my family and various friends. I'm trying to be patient. And I know that the Lady of Light will work it out in the end. I get so stressed. And then it messes with my sleep schedule, and I'm afraid I'll be useless to the mission, and here I am, rambling in the middle of the night, and... Thank you. I will definitely take that suggestion, and I hope your night goes smoothly.
Yes, I hope
Great.
so too. Good night.
As Ginny turns to leave from the captain, both of you make me a perception check.
Yikes.
As you're speaking with Ginny, from your position, Fiona, through a crack in the door, out the window of the torchlight, you think you see a shadow move across the window.
I go and look from the shadowy side and very cautiously peer out, where you don't really move the curtain, but you kind of sort of look in that little inch space.
Yeah.
What is it?
Roll for me a perception check again, Fiona.
She'll put one finger up to her lips.
Unfortunately, from the position, you can't quite see.
Do we want to use the inspiration on that?
Would you like
I've
the
got
inspiration?
If you're willing to give it, it's
Yes,
not my
please.
inspiration, so if you're willing to give it.
Yeah, use mine.
All right, so re-rolling. Here we go.
It's just one, right?
Sorry, go man. What? Just one, you're right.
Did you say some Japanese shit?
No, yes, I do.
That's an Elvish.
That's
Elvish.
That's Elvish. Command. Comendesa!
Soul.
Don't say Japanese is Elvish, you'll get Chamber all mad at me.
Well, that's High Elvish.
Oh.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? Have a potato famine?
No.
Would you like to spend another inspiration? Or are you guys out of them?
If we think we can get it on one more, yeah,
Oh.
we're at the end of session soonish. Go for it.
Okay. Am I supposed to only be rolling once and not advantage? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Hey, that was better.
A 14 is enough. You see,
Yay.
as you gaze out into the night, that there is a slight glimmer on someone's coat. Someone is outside. Someone is outside that is trying not to be seen.
Ah. I will say, in a normal voice, a normal volume, perhaps if you are so worried about it, you would like to stay awake and keep watch with me?
Ginny will glance toward the window and then back at you and then nod. Yes, I will. I'll stay up a little bit longer.
And then, despite being dressed in her pajamas, I think Fiona's going to sneak.
Oh shit! Time to sneak!
Good luck.
Let me hit me with that stealth check! Let me see that stealth check!
Are these the Victoria's Secret silk pajamas?
Stealthy.
Let me see that stealth check! That's a pretty
Nice.
good stealth check! Alright, good job. Nice stealth. Nice.
Thanks. So I open the door very quietly, and I leave it, just barely closed, not where you would slam it into the door frame, but, pull it just barely to. And I'll sneak out into the bush in the dark.
Alright, as you sneak out into the bushes, you see that someone is on the roof of this building. You can see that there's a rope kind of dangling from the side, and it's being pulled up, and you are able to spot this individual.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just noticed that hand looks weird, Waymaker. What is going on with that
Does
hand?
it?
Looks kind of... maybe it's just
Kind of
an angle.
old. He's got knuckles.
Oh, okay. That's just
It could also be the shadows.
the way
Those
his-
shadows.
long, spindly
the way his
fingers.
wrist is bent is just bothering me.
He's very flexible.
Despite being old.
I don't want to draw hands.
Okay.
Left to-
With that, the man will quickly look around, and then he will scuttle out of view.
Does it look like there are any other individuals around, also scuttling across rooftops?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I'm going to very quietly sneak under the eave of the roof and try to tail him for just a little bit, not very far.
Okay. Athletics check to climb. Oh, unless you mean on the ground?
Yeah, I was going to be
Oh,
under
I see.
the,
I see. So you want to follow him like that?
yeah, the overhang of the roof, hopefully protecting me from sight, but still following him.
Yeah. You see him go over here. Yeah.
Parkour.
And then you see him go, oh, what is he doing there? Oh. You see that he has a piece of parchment, and every once in a while he'll lean down, and you'll see he'll take out a vial which glows. He'll hold it over the parchment, and he'll scribble something down, and he'll keep going. Alright, do you keep following him?
It's only been one day. Do I happen to know where the guards are posted or what the rotations are?
No.
Okay. I will follow him just, like, if he's going around the wall, perhaps. I'll follow him, like, under this building to this gate and try to see where he goes next, but I don't think I'm going to leave this courtyard as an area.
Well, you basically follow him until you get to this point, in which he has gone all the way around, and he goes over there. Out of your ability to follow him anymore, he goes up onto the wall of the parapet. You can see that he drops a grappling hook, like, connects it, leaps over the side, and you can see several other shadows join him. And they all kind of go down and over.
Okay. I give it just a little while, like not too long, but not so where it's hopefully noticeable. And then I try to climb up the wall and peek over the edge of the parapet to see like which direction into the woods they're going. Is this where I need to make the athletics check to climb?
Yeah. Oh! Pajama parkour! Oh!
Pajama parkour!
And you can see a few of the shining lights going off towards the west. No doubt, probably to where the Brass Baron's encampment is.
I will quickly scale back down. I don't want to be seen myself. And I will go back into the hut.
As you come in, Ginny immediately draws one of her chef knives and then sees it's you and puts it away.
Yes.
What'd you see?
Well, some very interesting espionage from a member of the Black Baron's retinue. Oh, Brass Baron, forgive me. And he appeared to be, if I had to hazard a guess, drawing a map, perhaps, of the courtyards? Or, at the very least, making notifications on what I would assume is a map. After every few roofs or so, he would pull out a little glowing vial and make notes, and then continue on. He was joined on the western wall, just a little to the north of our house, and several other individuals grappled down the parapets, off into the distance of the woods.
Well, now my heart's beating. I don't know that I'm going to get any sleep tonight.
Well, I suppose, if you wish, you could take this watch.
I might as well. Who am I waking up next?
Gideon.
All right.
And then, in turn, he shall wake Thorne, but I've decided to let Micha'el sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. She'll pick up her diary. Good night, then.
Yes, good night.
Oh, we're in earlier than normal.
Yes, and Farryn will whisper so as not to wake all the sleepers. Genevieve was having trouble sleeping, and while we were talking, I happened to notice a cloaked individual. It might be prudent of us to go to our posts earlier in the morning and hope to talk to Lord Punko beforehand. They were from the Brass Baron.
Members of the Brass Baron's Enclave were here in the fort at night?
Mm-hmm. Hopping roof from roof and taking notes.
That is concerning.
I believe I counted 4 individuals, which, if they spread out and took a courtyard each, might be just enough to cover the premises.
All right. Well, I'll keep an ear out in case I hear anything extra outside. In case more of them show up.
Yes, it occurs to me that we should also perhaps check with someone or get Gideon and Micha'el to inform us as to where the guards are on patrol each night, where they're stationed, and what times they run their patrols around, so that if this happens again, we can find someone who might be able to help better than we can.
Yes. That sounds like a plan. They wouldn't be the best ones to have that information. But are you sure we shouldn't question one of them now, just in case? Or should we just wait till tomorrow?
I highly doubt that anything would be staged in one night after receiving reconnaissance. I think we have time. But if it worries you...
Then I will await till morn and inform Lord Panko with you.
Yes, it might change how he views his answer and his diplomatic person.
Correct. I just wonder what it is that they would have been looking for here.
I didn't feel like making myself known.
I think Gideon wants you to put some makeup on him.
Are you sure he's asking me and not Thorne? I suppose I could, but...
Well, she's seemed to be sleeping, so I doubt it would be her, and I'm not really familiar with the process myself. And you and me would normally be the only two up right now.
She digs around and looks for something. Have a bit of charcoal. Let's see.
Yes, guy liner.
Yes. She climbs up the ladder and
Whoa,
very
Captain.
cautiously gives him some guy liner.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
You're doing makeup in the middle of the fucking... Alright.
Yes.
Grabs wrist. What are you doing?
I believe you asked me, in your sleep, to put a little makeup on you. So I obliged.
No, I didn't.
You, Mr. Gideon, you did.
No, I didn't.
Mytherian, to your hands I commend my spirit.
Well, no worries. If you don't like it, you can wash it off. It's not permanent.
It's whatever.
Gives him a permanent face tattoo. Oh yeah.
Draws dick on his face.
I wasn't gonna do like a mustache or anything.
I like how you said mustache. So innocent. Drawing fucking dick.
A moustache.
A mustache.
Well, since I'm up, is it my turn to...
Baby bird.
Actually, no, it's only been an hour or so.
Lays back down.
It was a prank, bro.
I swear, Mr. Gideon, you kept asking for you to be woken up and have makeup put on you. And since me and Miss Farryn are the only two that would normally be awake by now, I just assume you wanted her help.
I must be listening to
Oh.
too many songs lately.
Hold on. This light's making too much noise. Let me turn it off for her.
Thank you.
Crackling the fire.
What a loud torch. Loud candle.
Unnecessary entirely.
Now, for the sake of my fingers, RP walk.
Oh, yes. Gotta get in those steps.
As I was saying, you don't have to fucking do that.
I know.
Like, he's just over
I
here
had
playing
to commit
Osu.
for the bit.
My hands are cramping. Alright. And so, the rest of the night passes with no more problems. Until finally, it shifts from the sacred night to the blessed day.
It's Wednesday.
Morning, Kelly.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I wonder if we'll get any mail today.
Mr. Me-
Hey,
or
you
Mr. Beans, it's
all
time
right?
to wake up.
Are you expecting mail today?
well, that's a strong way to put it.
Ugh.
We can always be hopeful. You feeling a bit down? She'll put a hand on Ginny's back.
It never gets any easier getting up.
Nothing serious, just bad dreams.
Good morning, Mythos.
Morning. I would have thought not having a watch would have made it a bit easier for you to get up this time, but I seem still quite exhausted.
Micha'el always wake up so loudly and so late.
Just hold on 1 second. He will smash his fucking head into the door again. Okay, now I can continue. He will put his stuff back on. I'll walk into the other room. Shake it off. Okay.
You realize if you keep hitting your head into the wall like that, you're going to leave a dent?
You realize? You let me be. Brother, we must go.
I have an idea.
Not done
I'm
yet.
going to... Oh, good. I martial checked Micha'el. I got a 29. Then I'm going to use that key I generated to use healing hands to heal his forehead. That
There
should
we
make
go.
the pain go away quicker.
I didn't... I wasn't in pain. Okay. Listen, Gideon,
I
we
have
must
each
go.
Before you go, just be aware that last night we had a visitor from the Brass Baron sneaking around the courtyard, taking notes.
Wait, what?
Yes, I've followed him for quite some time, and he was joined by, I believe, 3 others, where they hoisted themselves over the parapet, down the wall, and into the woods. If you could kindly, today, on your station, if you could get me a list of which patrols for the guards happen at night and where they're stationed on watches, it might be beneficial.
Wait, did you not tell them last night when it Oh.
I don't know where they are. And no, nothing happens in the same night. Classic rookie.
Right? They probably did not see her because they probably thought it was a meerkat. But we must go and see. Attend to our lord.
Thorne, would you walk with me? I know your work
Yes,
is
ma'am.
here.
Oh, sorry, let
Hold
me
on.
stand up.
At
Of
this
course.
point, you are approached by... Oh!
Hello, Mortimer.
Greetings, salutations, and good morrow! It is I, Mortimer Moppins. Does anyone have any letters to deliver?
No, sir.
I have no letters for you, unfortunately. Oh, actually, hold on, I might have one.
Oh?
Mortimer will hand a letter to Georgie.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give you a nod. Anyone else?
Not I this morning, Mr. Mortimer.
Thank you.
And it gets like a heavy,
Aw.
cold feeling in her stomach, like she's been compromised, like somebody knows who she is
Check
and why
your
she's here.
Check your DMs, Waymaker.
I'm a check-in. Let me see here. Ah, crap! Somebody knows me.
Who is Watcher Imp?
Yes!
No, no.
Oh my god, that would be sick.
No,
Oh my
it's
God.
not that.
I would be so happy if it was. I'm sorry. Do you like me? Yes, definitely, absolutely.
What's worse?
I'm in-
You
I
don't
rigged
know
it.
if it's Marlowe or Mortimer.
Yeah.
You remembered
Just
his
Watcher
name.
Imp.
Oh, I mean, he's a delightful lad.
He's a courier,
Yeah.
and he runs very fast. That's all I know about him.
Aw. He's lively and full of spirit. Come on, let's walk. I'll let you lead.
Hold on, let him respond. The one you sent,
Oh.
you remember?
I do remember.
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go find that and read it again.
Also, it's in, as I said, it's in another envelope with another message on it.
Yeah. What's the other message say?
No. So,
Oh.
I'll explain. The letter you sent to Jenny from Telry, to his family, was delivered to you because the Inquisitor received it, and there's a message inside of it that says we need to talk.
I see.
You get what I mean?
Yes. Good.
So Ginny received a letter from Telry,
No.
and also
Jenny received a letter from Telry, but Jenny is currently in the Inquisition, so her mail went to the Inquisition, which went to Cast, who then has it and then sends it to Georgina because he knows she's undercover.
To
With a
confirm,
With a message
this
that
the-
says we need to talk.
is this the birthday letter?
It's whatever one you sent last.
Okay. I think that's the last one I sent, and I sent it to my mom, but
Well,
Still,
it
had
would-
information,
It would still
yeah.
come to you. Basic.
Okay.
Here, just read your DMs. Hold on.
yeah.
I don't want to talk about this out loud.
Yeah.
Does Mortimer have a magic signature? Any exposure whatsoever?
No, he's just very fast.
All right.
Yeah, the magic he has is a bag of cocaine.
Okay.
Mytheria improved.
I begin to read the letter, and then I start to notice what this is probably about, and I will fold it up.
Shall we?
Well, yes, please.
Uh-oh. Slow down a little.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
Okay.
I tend to march.
Oh yeah. And I guess just let me know when you are at the destination where you start talking.
Yeah, just kind of chatting along the way.
Hmm.
I was up a lot last night. I had a dream about Telry. And I know how much he means to you, so I figured you might want
what
to know.
sort of dream?
A bad one. Ominous. It was weird. It started out nice enough, the family, and we were together at the cathedral, and then it shifted, and there was fire, and Telry surrounded by others in shadows. There was...
By dark tendrils?
Yes.
Hey, Bruskin,
What makes you
you've
say
been
that?
relieved.
Mm. And
What do you mean, Thorne?
She will peepo hands and...
You know something. What is it?
I don't like thinking about it, but it was a while ago. I don't know about the church or anything, but I saw him getting eaten up as well, but I...
Oh, in a dream.
Mhm.
Okay. She'll sigh very big and put her hand to her chest.
Yes, no, Look, he'll be okay. Well, you said he was in this area, and we'll figure out something to find him, okay? Do you
Yes.
think you can get us on a trip into town, perhaps?
Maybe. I think it would be good to explore around, but for now, mission first, and if you hear anything, from patients or anything, maybe one of them have seen him. Who knows, but...
Could you, tell me what was in the letter before? He never sent me anything.
I can't. Not yet. I want to. But, duty, I need to speak to the Inquisitor. If I'm able,
Alright.
I'll share with you, but...
Thank you
Yes.
very much, and as I said, if you can consider bringing me a meal earlier in the day, I'd appreciate it. It's a little hard for me to navigate around still.
Yes, that's a good idea. I will. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Miss Georgie.
And I'll go to work.
And I will go
Captain
over to the tree, and at about hip height, inspired perhaps by the Braille and being able to share messages without words and letters, she'll carve out a little nonsense symbol from her childhood onto the bark of the tree to help point her back to the door. And we'll go back.
All right. And we got a lot to go over, but we are unfortunately at time. So. Boop, boop,
Dun, dun, dun.
boop, boop, beep, 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 beep. Abba, beep, abba, beep, abba, beep, abba. Wow, 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 wow. All right.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Good. I know, right?
That's a lot.
It's finally happening.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a great session that was.
Yeah, it was chill.
Yeah.
We got information.
Got to get to do some social roleplay, some political maneuvering. Oh, man. I can't wait for all the little slices of life I've got your guys coming your way. Whew,
Yay.
boy. It's going to be
Love.
stupid.
Yeah. I hope that Ginny gets all the boys chasing. It'll be good.
Yeah, she didn't even remember that kid's name.
Well, he's a bright young lad.
The threats that Marlo was writing in chat.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was-
Let's see. What is he saying? What are some highlights?
He said, Jenny looks great today, by the way, if anybody was wondering. And
Yeah.
he said, watch it, bucko. he also said, I'm faster.
Does he like my hat? Does he like it?
Yes,
Oh, sick.
he likes
Good.
everything about you.
Oh, that's so cute, Ginny.
Too bad she's being controlled by a rat under that hat.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, I've got some stuff I have to get done. Tomorrow, probably next session, I'll... Micha'el, can you do an extended one next session? Hello?
Yes,
Micha'el?
sorry. I
Merciless?
was getting ready for work.
Can you
yes,
do it-
I can
can-
do an extended one. Yeah.
You can do an extended one next session? Alright, good. Because that should put me in the green with you guys again. Alrighty. Boop, boop, be-doop, bip.
Nice.
Alrighty, looks good to me. Alright, that'll do. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all those subs. Thanks for all that good shit. You guys are the best. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh,
Bye.
hold on. We do have
Bye.
fan art. We have fan art.
Oh, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Totally
I did
Fanart?
manage to curate one just in case.
Totally forgot about fan art. Hold on, let me do... Oh, yes. Look at my Google. That's great. Look at that. Okay. Okay. And then there's this. Careful, bub. Amazing. Oh, man. The Wolverine touching the picture that is Ginny is so funny. Yeah. Also, I know I've been saying this, but there will be a hot tub stream soon. I have not forgotten. Thank you for all the subs. Thanks for all of the support. Thanks for all that, guys. I do intend to give you what you asked for some fucking reason. I don't know why you did. Just please, no more subs. I can't take it anymore. No, I did not get Pepe hand pasties. I mean, I would do D20 pasties if I was going to do any pasty. But, yeah, because then I could say they're natural. That's great. You know that's great. You know that's good. You know that's keep your goddamn subs to yourself. All right, you're gonna get people started. They're all gonna start giving me shit. Don't you have bills? Like, use them on your bills. God. I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true. Oh my god. Alright. But seriously, great. Go to work. Go to fucking work. Dragon Silver, I swear to God. I'm going. Bye-bye. You can't stop me. That's it. No more. Keep them to yourself. You can't heal the players. Oh, they can't hear you guys. Fuck, I didn't even notice. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
You're just talking to yourself.
Sorry,
It's a very intense conversation.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here just
He's
talking.
monologuing.
He's monologuing.
I'm just talking. I'm just talking to
You
myself.
got me monologuing. Maybe you can do a little bit of singing for them.
No, I'm leaving now. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.